Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. There have been a lot of crash tragedy stories in the media. This past weekend, October 24th, there was a crash at the homecoming parade in Oklahoma. There was a crash at the homecoming parade in Delaware. There was also a crash at a nightclub in Europe at the same time. All very similar stories. As it turns out, earlier in the month of October, on October 4th, there was a story of a British millionaire driving his Porsche Spider after a high speed racing event and injuring many people. What I want to show you is how the numbers in this story are very much like the numbers reported in the Delaware and Oklahoma story, which I also covered. And they're also similar to these other stories we've looked at in recent weeks, such as the Duck Tours crash up in Seattle that happened in September, and also some of these other ones I've written on my blog that I haven't made videos about, but the information's here. It's starting to look like these crash tragedy incidents truly are hoaxes by the numbers. So, notice this from the Daily Mail. Horror at supercar rally after British millionaire loses control of his 750,000-pound Porsche Spider at high speed and plows into spectators, leaving 26 injured. Number 26, very special number, the God number. My very first video on this channel, I talk about how the numbers 26, 33, 47, and 74 are coded in the mainstream and hoaxes and lies more than any other numbers. And here we are more than 800 videos later, and pretty much every single video I've backed up my point. Leaving 26 injured with 5 in critical condition. Paul Bailey was behind wheel of Porsche Spider as it crashed into a crowd. The Tycoon 55 was taking part in a charity motor show in Halfarug, Malta. Vehicle clipped grass verge at high speed before careening into spectators. 26 people were injured with 5, including a girl of 6, in critical condition. So notice that word horror that they started off with. Horror has a gematria of 47. Any of you who have seen the Amityville horror movie? Amityville has gematria 47. That story's from the year 74. Supposedly a true story. Anyhow, Malta has simple English gematria of 47. Halfarug has Pythagorean gematria of 47. In the Oklahoma State crash, in the end they said the final count were 47 people were treated for injuries. They said the father of the driver was 47. This number is incredibly important to the Masons and the Zionists. The Seattle bus crash, they said 47 people were affected. It happened on the 47th parallel in Seattle. This is what I mean with the redundant numbers. Remember, Freemasonry equals 139. This past weekend, the crash was in Stillwater, Oklahoma, which has gematria of 139. The full name of this location, Halfarug, Malta, sums to 139, True Seeker. It is the Masons and the Zionists who are behind all these coded incidents. This is what I have said from my first video. For everyone who doubts my work, I guess what I would say to you is, show me someone in the history of this world who has ever backed up their theory better than I have. I mean, that might sound arrogant to a lot of you, but I say it because it's true. I have backed up my point. I have proven it beyond a shadow of a doubt. I don't know how anyone can doubt my work at this point. Anyhow, this incident happened on October 4th, 2015, a date with 49 numerology. This weekend's crash in Delaware and in Oklahoma was on a date with 49 numerology. Washington State, where the Duck Tours crash happened, Washington equals 49 in gematria. 49 is the number of revelation, and the Masons, the synagogue of Satan, they operate out of Revelation as their playbook. To them, these incidents, these hoaxes, they're spiritual scripture. The man who was driving the car is named Paul Bailey. Paul Bailey equals 104, Truth Seeker. This crash happened on 10/4, October 4th, which looks a lot like 104. He was known as the Tycoon. The Tycoon has gematria of 44, the kill number. In Oklahoma, they recently said 4 dead, 44 injured. Seen the headlines, covered it well in the video. You know? So, short video here. I just want to show you how this is going on all over the place. Maybe I'll pull this one up for you too. Here's another one. This is from the night of the Oklahoma and Delaware crashes. This one's in Europe. Car crashes into Porthcawl nightclub smoking area. Happened just hours after the Oklahoma and Delaware crashes. Remember, they're further east. They're further ahead in time. Porthcawl, where it crashed, has gematria of 44. Nightclub has gematria of 42, like Oklahoma State, like Freemason. Put it together, Porthcawl nightclub equals 86, like the gematria of symbol, triangle, and pyramid. Remember, 86 was a number coded onto the driver in Oklahoma as well. In the video, I made the point she might be a symbol for why you shouldn't drink and drive. That might be part of the point of the psychological programming of the story. A lot of people drink and drive in this nation. Perhaps the story serves as public relations for not drinking and driving. Porthcawl in simple English gematria sums to 116, like 911 upside down. Nightclub also has gematria of 96, the big way, like Freemasons, Satanism, knowledge, the people who rigged these crashes. This ambulance they show right here, its license plate has 33 coded into it. Number of the hoax. The driver in Oklahoma was named Chambers. The other crash in Delaware. Chambers has gematria of 33. Delaware has gematria of 33. Just so redundant, Truth Seeker. So anyway, that is pretty much the message here. More crash hoaxes by the numbers. Until next time.